Hi, this is Pixie. So this is what I've done with the doll so far. So he's been stuffed. He's got wire wool in it. It's got wool in it. It's got some herbs in it. It's got some hair in it actually as well. He's got some of my hair, and yeah, it's a pretty thing. And then what I did is I wrap this. This is what makes it waterproof and keeps anything else in. Depends what else I wanted to add to it. Like if I added resin, it'd be solid as a rock. If I did that on top of that, so it gives him that. Coming to his head, as you can see, he looks a bit nuts. he's not finished. It looks like he's constantly laughing. It's pretty awesome. I'm not too sure what to do with this mouth. I might either close it off. That's the actual beak. That's the actual beak in there. Here I might put some resin inside there. I might put a little whirl, like a wild whirl into his eyes. And then he's got some proper eyes coming to go over the top, but they're still in the getting sent over from China. And the other thing as well, so I put some sort of wall covers up in there. There is actually a gem about there. That's what is it? I'm trying to think. It's not selenite. Oh, it'll come to me in a sec. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. And it's got copper. It's got some wire around that as well. So the other thing as well, he's got wire that links up into his head. I think that goes into the crow's skull. And then I can use that for my rife machine. I have to show you that at some point. If you don't know what a rife is, look it up. I can basically send frequencies into it. So yeah, and that would sort of like store it, I guess, in essence. I mean, potentially I could put the resin through that, and it could make his inside of his head as hard as a rock if I wanted it to. It's already pretty hard as it is. It also weighs a lot more. It's a bit harder if I wanted to sort of stand him up, sit him up somewhere. Blimey, he's stiff today. Metal. You can go against something, there's no problem there. You see, it looks like it was happy. So some crazy eyes are in there, and then I paint it black. There may be some feathers, build it up, make it look like a proper sort of crow. The thing is, you don't want something too freaky. It's not there to say people look at it and think, oh shit, this guy's got crazy shit in his flat. But they won't really know the significance of it. It'll look fairly innocent on the outside, but it's my interest is on the inside. And I've also got his pouch in there, so I need to do that thing with the memory stick, which I've explained in the other videos. I'll go into that at some point. Yeah, so I might do, when I put the resin in there, I'll put some different herbs and different things in there. So it's kind of, energy-wise, it's positive. That's what I want to put in here. You know, I could make a doll that would be the reverse of that, and you'd be putting things in there that would be sort of toxic or whatever. It'd have an effect. They could potentially have an effect on a person if they had that next to their bed or whatever. They'd be breathing in at night. It come through that mouth, and then they'd just flip in, have really odd dreams and stuff. Like the datura inside and just packed it with datura. Loads of leaves and stuff in there. It'd be a crazy doll then. But then it wouldn't be what I'm aiming for, because it's a tool. It's there to help me. It's not there as a kind of, well, it's not a weapon. It's all these videos of crazy possession things and stuff that's mess people up. But if you do the research into it, they were kind of like medicine dolls, and in essence it was like doing acupuncture on the doll. So it's a kind of like a holographic method almost. So if you had a problem with your knee, someone would perform healing on that knee there, and it would affect you physically somewhere else, and other things like that. But you'd need to have a kind of binding to that person, or if they felt like they were cursed or whatever, you'd do something with that doll themselves. And that was it. It was a medicine doll, so known as in the past. But then I guess different culture looked in on it and thought, well, we don't want people playing around with things like that. this shamanism, so they sort of demonized it. I mean, you can make all sorts of different dolls. It's basically you could say it's the caster, the shaman, whatever. Whoever makes it, anybody makes it art, they put a bit of themselves into it, especially if they touch it in some way or use something. They kind of leave a signature with that. It's like this thing, it's an expression of me at some level. That's why I couldn't be a complete monster, because that would be a reflection of what I am. And that would be pretty strange. I'd be considering myself something a lot more darker than I am. So, yeah, it's one of them things. Anyway, I guess this is Pixie sign off, and goodbye from him. He's got really stiff arms. It's because of this wire wall stuff in it. It's like stubborn, a stubborn doll. Will you do anything for me? No, not at all. Okay, that's fine. Alright then, bye. Bye.